to celebrate.
Oh, good deal. What is it? What's going on?
Today is National Take Down the Christmas Tree Day.
There we go.
Now, I don't know which is more annoying, vacuuming up all the needles or trying to shove it into a box. Do you still have your Christmas tree up?
Yes.
Me too.
Yes.
And guess what? I'm not celebrating today.
No. Well, we usually keep ours up literally for 12 days after Christmas.
Oh, yeah, okay. So what is today? It's getting
really close. That's why I stayed all night down here at the station.
To get out of doing that.
That's right.
Well, this year, I think I said last week or whenever that I got one from Hardin's with that root bulb, and I am so thankful that the lady working over there, I want to give her a shout out. I'm pretty sure her name was Jennifer. Sorry, Jennifer, if that's not your name. But she told me, hey, go ahead and dig your hole now. You don't have to put it in the hole yet, but, dig it out just so that way, in case the ground gets cold. And I'm like, we have had a warm winter, but whatever. So last week, I dug a hole. Thank goodness. Woof. Couldn't you imagine trying to get out there and dig a hole now?
JFO knows.
JFO NoFo show.
That's right.
All right. Well, Bill, thanks for checking in with us, and we'll loop back around with you around 7 a.m.
See you in a minute.
All right. News this morning brought to us by Hunter Williams Insurance Agency, locally owned and proudly serving the community since 1963. We've got O&N and Chuck Greenslade on the way.
Business insurance. It's not just about the bricks and mortar and inventory. It's about the people who rely on the business, the customers, the employees, and you. As an independent agent, we can tailor a program that's just right for you. Invest in safe, sound, secure insurance protection from Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
Call Hunter Williams Insurance Agency for that hometown feel at 354-3124. Hunter Williams, 837 6th Street in Portsmouth.
This is ONN. I'm Jay Fox on the Ohio News Network. Athens, Hocking, Jackson, Pickaway, Pike, Ross, Scioto, and Vinton counties are all under level 3 snow emergencies. Driving in those counties is prohibited unless you are an emergency service personnel. Several other central and southern Ohio counties are under level 2 snow emergencies, with driving discouraged. Southern Ohio will see ice and up to 10 inches of additional snow. Central Ohio will see an additional 3 to 6 inches of new snow. Northern Ohio will see up to 2 inches. Snow emergency levels are issued by the county sheriff's office. A Northeast Ohio man will be in court today to be sentenced in a reported accidental shooting. Kaitor K with ONN affiliate WKYC-TV in Cleveland explains.
A man will be sentenced for shooting his 10-year-old grandson in Cleveland. 65-year-old George Zadig Jr. pleaded guilty to endangering children and assault last month. Police say Zadig shot the child in February last year in the city's Brooklyn neighborhood. The child had to be taken to the hospital in critical condition.
The Cincinnati Bengals are out of the playoffs after the Denver Broncos beat the Kansas City Chiefs yesterday. This despite winning their last 5 games of the season. The wild card games begin this Saturday. For the Ohio News Network, I'm Jay Fox.
And good morning. Time for our first look at sports. Absolutely. Chuck Greenslade, man, good morning.
Good morning.
Just showed me some pictures of your drive-in.
Yeah, well, I mean, you were up and at 'em, what, at 4:30?
Yeah.
You can't keep dedicated employees down, can you? Take that, Mother Nature.
Yeah, that's right.
We're coming to work.
You better believe it. Yeah, well, it's funny because, I thought that I was, dedicated to the job by crashing with some of my peeps that live here in Portsmouth. But yeah, no, Bill and Alan, he's spending the night here at the station, and you said, my truck's got this. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah. As I had mentioned to you just a moment ago off the air, I am so thankful I have a 4-wheel drive and a garage to keep it in. That makes all the difference in the world.
Someday I hope to be a garage person.
Oh,
I hope
it's
so
life-changing. It is life-changing. It really is.
I'll try and keep my jealousy to a minimum.
I have not always had that luxury. You never go back. It's like heated seats and backup cameras.
Whoa.
Once you've got them, your life is different forever.
Heated steering wheels, too.
Oh, I haven't even gotten to that point yet.
My gosh. Yeah. Talk to my friends at Ron Wright Auto Sales. They'll hook you up, Chuck. All right. Well, it is time to take a look at sports. I know we're cheering for the Bengals, that's for sure.
We were cheering for the Bengals, and the Bengals delivered on Saturday. Unfortunately, all the other scenarios that we needed to have happen in order for Cincinnati to go to the playoffs did not occur yesterday. But the Bengals did finish off on a high note, winning their last 5 games of the season. Cincinnati took down Pittsburgh 19-17 on Saturday night. Joe Burrow threw for 277 yards and a touchdown. Jamar Chase had 10 receptions for 96 yards and a score, and Trey Hendrickson logged 3.5 sacks. That's the NFL's top passer, top receiver, and top sack getter, and Cincinnati's still sitting at the house. That's quite astonishing, but the Bengals do finish with a winning record, 9 wins and 8 losses. The Cleveland Browns wrapped up their season Saturday as well, falling to the Baltimore Ravens 35-10. Cleveland finishes the 2024 campaign with a record of 3-14. Now, as far as those scenarios that I mentioned that had to play out in order for Cincinnati to make the postseason, the Chiefs had to beat the Broncos. Did not happen. Denver routed Kansas City 38-0 as the Chiefs pretty well sit all of their starters for that game yesterday. They can say it was rest. Some might have the conspiracy theory that they didn't want to see Joe Burrow and the Bengals, but whatever the case, the Broncos got the win. Denver is going to the playoffs. The Jets had to take down the Dolphins yesterday. That actually occurred, 32-20. New York got the win over Miami. Elsewhere in the NFL yesterday, the Texans took care of the Titans 23-14. The Panthers prevailed over the Falcons 44-38 in overtime. The Buccaneers beat the Saints 27-19. The Patriots were triumphant over the Bills 23-16. The Colts knocked off the Jaguars 26-23 in overtime. The Commanders beat the Cowboys 23-19. The Eagles ousted the Giants 20-13. The Bears bested the Packers 24-22. The Seahawks were winners over the Rams 30-25. The Chargers defeated the Raiders 34-20. And the Cardinals, they were winners over the 49ers 47-24. And in arguably the most significant game yesterday, the Lions knocked off the Vikings 31-9. Detroit is going into the playoffs now as the top seed in the NFC. Here's what Wild Card Weekend looks like coming up. On Saturday, the Chargers will visit the Texans, and the Steelers will play at the Ravens. On Sunday of next weekend, the Broncos will visit the Bills, the Packers will play at the Eagles, and the Commanders will go to Tampa Bay. And on Monday night, not tonight, but next Monday, the Vikings will visit the Rams. The Chiefs and Lions get first-round byes. In boys high school basketball on Friday, Medford knocked off Valley 83-48. South Webster prevailed over Wheelersburg 64-59. West was a winner over Waverly 58-50. Northwest knocked off South Gallia 58-37. Notre Dame defeated Clay 54-17. Green prevailed over East 66-49. Ironton St. Joe was a winner over New Boston 48-44. Eastern Pike defeated Western Pike 64-62. Sims Valley ousted Oak Hill 62-59. Unioto prevailed over Piketon 76-40, and North Adams defeated Lynchburg Clay 74-41. Checking Saturday's boys scores, Medford topped North Adams 74-35. White Oak was a 68-36 winner over Clay. Western Pike defeated Fairfield 68-66. Jackson was victorious over Benton County 60-33. Chesapeake defeated Franklin Monroe 60-40. Manchester was a 53-50 winner over Greene. Sims Valley defeated River Valley 88-74, and Fairland knocked off Ironton 65-51. It was a great weekend for Medford's Bennett Kaiser as he wound up with 30 points in his team's win over Valley on Friday and followed that up with 37 points in Medford's win over North Adams on Saturday in a game heard right here on Mix 99.3. On Saturday, Kaiser wound up scoring his 1,000th career point. Now let's recap girls basketball scores from the weekend. Going back to Friday, Gloucester Trimble knocked off Notre Dame 42-36. Portsmouth defeated the Gallia Academy 68-24. Colgrove was a winner over Ironton 49-43. South Point prevailed over Rock Hill 44-39, and Fairland defeated Chesapeake 67-28. Saturday in girls hoops, Greene was a winner over Grace Christian 56-38. Sims Valley defeated Ravenswood, West Virginia 40-29. Ashland prevailed over Medford 43-28. Russell knocked off Notre Dame 57-26. Huntington Ross prevailed over Albany Alexander 50-37. Logan Elm was triumphant over Piketon 55-53. Waverly was a 55-41 winner over Washington Courthouse. Benton County was victorious over Jackson 55-22, and Leesburg Fairfield topped Clay 51-44. Enjoy those high school scores because I don't think we're going to have any for a few days as a result of this weather. We do have Ohio State men's basketball tonight. The Buckeyes will visit the Minnesota Golden Gophers. You'll be able to hear that game live on Fox Sportsmouth AM 1260 and 95.7 FM. Coverage tonight will start at 8:15, leading up to the 9 o'clock o'clock tip-off. In men's college basketball Saturday, 10th-ranked Kentucky defeated 6th-ranked Florida 106-100. The Wildcats are now 12-2. That was a big win for UK. The Shawnee State University men's team fell at home to Rio Grande Saturday, 93-72. The SSU women defeated Rio 81-73. And yesterday in the NBA, the Cavs beat the Hornets 115-105. Your Portsmouth Insurance Sports Time is 6:43. Portsmouth Insurance is a TAH benefits partner. Call Gary Duzan for all of your employee benefit needs. And that is a look at sports.
Well, thank you, Chuck.
Thanks, Holly.
Yeah, and so, like you said, the next couple of days might be a little bit quiet on your end.
I get the feeling so, yeah.
But, in other headlines, there's always stuff to talk about.
Sure.
The Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with them. I'm going to be completely honest.
I had a chance to actually attend 2 of their games when they were hosting the Cincinnati Bengals down in Nashville. Great environment. Great place.
Okay, cool. Well, big fan or just medium size?
I mean, I can't say I'm a huge fan of the Tennessee Titans. They actually used to be divisional rivals with the Bengals and Browns back in the day because they are the old Houston Oilers, and ironically, they were sporting the old Oilers uniforms yesterday, like a throwback thing, which those unis are sweet, too.
Yeah.
I'd like to see those come back. I'd rather see Houston wear them than Tennessee because Houston Oilers, but still, it was good to see those uniforms back on the field.
Well, fair enough. There's some rumors circulating about them wanting to sign Aaron Rodgers and pay him $25 million next season.
Yeah,
What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he didn't look too great this past season for the Jets.
$25 million. I think that they're all just tripping on ayahuasca. Something.
I reckon.
It's absolutely ridiculous. In other headlines, have you seen Breaking Bad? Did you ever get into that?
You know what? I watched the very first episode. My wife wanted to watch that so bad, but it's just I just couldn't really get into it.
Well, in case you do, the house in Albuquerque that was made famous in Breaking Bad is for sale. Apparently the owners say that there's a high traffic volume because of,
people want to come see it.
Tourists.
Yeah, it's a tourist attraction.
Yeah,
sure.
And so it's on the market for $4 million, in case you got that laying around. And, so for just $4 million, it can be your nuisance of fans trying to show, like, what? Are you kidding me?
So did you watch Breaking Bad?
I did a little bit. Yeah, I never finished it.
I mean, people who got into it, they really loved it. But I'm watching that first episode, and not to spoil anything, I mean, it's been out for years, but the very first episode, I see a middle-aged dude in his underwear making meth in an RV, and I'm like, you know what? I don't need this. I don't know. This is not my thing.
Well, we'll leave the sports to you. How about that?
Yeah, I'll just watch ball games.
All right, thank you, Chuck. We're going to try and stay warm this Monday morning. How about it?
Let's try.
All right, with sports, first look. Thank you, Chuck, and traffic and weather together on the way.
Best Care Health and Rehabilitation at 2159 Dogwood Ridge in Wheelersburg offers short-stay rehabilitation as well as long-term care and provides physical, occupational, and speech therapy. Private rooms for Ohio Medicaid long-term residents are available. Stop by for a visit to tour the facility and meet the friendly staff. Experience the difference at Best Care Nursing and Rehabilitation, where they pride themselves on exceeding expectations through compassion and love. You and your loved ones deserve the best care. Best Care Nursing and Rehabilitation, Wheelersburg.
Another look at our traffic and weather together. Traffic, a service of the Scioto River, open 7 days a week with the delicious chicken, steaks, ribs, and so much more. Well, for our traffic, FYI, we are at a level 3 snow emergency. So only essential personnel, people who absolutely need to travel, should be traveling. If you got a personal emergency, of course, take that risk if you need to. But otherwise, do your best to stay home, y'all. All schools are closed, indeed. Shout out to Shawnee State University, where some Kentucky counties qualify for in-state tuition, bringing us that school closing update. But just about everything that I am seeing on my list is closed. The courthouse, all sorts of places, different doctors' offices. The list goes on. But due to this ongoing snow emergency and the temperatures, Salvation Army will be opening at 9 p.m. for a warming station. Just keeping you in the loop. If you see something out there we need to know about, 354-1993. Become a traffic tracker today. It's your traffic thanks to the Scioto River.
Weather, a service of the Scioto County Career Technical Center, where you can begin your career as a certified pharmacy technician. Financial aid is available for those who qualify. For more information, call 740-259-5526 or visit sciototech.org.
Your first alert forecast from WSAZ. Winter storm warning continues today as some light mixing and snow will go back to all snow in the afternoon. Look for a fresh 1 to 3 inches of new snow coming in from this afternoon through early tomorrow morning. High temperatures in and around the 30-degree mark, down to 18 degrees overnight tonight as everything will ice up a little bit more. Expect to see flurries fading on Tuesday morning. Stubborn clouds and cold all day long. Very little melting with highs in the upper 20s.
I'm WSAZ News Channel 3 meteorologist Brandon Butcher on the Ohio Valley's hit music channel, Mix 99.3.